Namaste, Jai Bharat. Someone was telling that wherever America goes, those people have internal problems. To what extent this is correct, or what extent such analysis may be appropriate, is for one to decide. But then there are quite a few people who make this opinion that wherever America goes, these people have internal problems. They start with many nations. Asia, say, many nations in Asia. Then Bangladesh. Bangladesh has got an American plant. Someone says it is the CIA or the so-called deep state, which is invisible rather. Bangladesh, they have, that's very obvious and evident, they have got a puppet there. Then of course Pakistan, then Nepal, then other parts of the world, and then America, they themselves. France, suddenly there were some people agitating for whatever no one knows against corruption, they say. Suddenly corruption overnight. Then UK, some guys want some special laws. Then many such nations in Europe and even Philippines, these kind of things. So someone says wherever US goes, America goes, there are these problems. Maybe that it's possible, maybe that it is correct, which is not very visible. They have the deep state who want to destabilize growing nation. Well, we in Bharat, we have our own experiences. There are people, especially the deep state, if I am allowed, if I may say, as what I think is correct, they don't want Bharat to progress because they want to use others. Like no one will want Pakistan to progress. They can't promise anything, that's a different story. But even otherwise, the thing is that you want someone to remain subaltern. See, the Marxists, suddenly it comes to my mind, Marxists, they do not want, they do not alleviate poverty. They want the people to remain poor so that they can cultivate communism. They want people to remain poor. They want the class difference to exist. They want the contradictions to go on so that they can continue in power. This is what we see among the communists practically all over the world. I don't know, definitely Marx must have not envisaged such a situation of the communists trying desperately to maintain contradiction. He obviously wanted a cessation of contradiction. And of course, thereupon people call him as ideologue Marx, like Althusser. After Althusser, they call him as ideologue Marx, romantic Marx, etc., etc., etc. Similarly, these people, those who think they are superior, they are superpower, bully, world police, authority, etc., etc., do not want anyone else to come up to their level because they are continuously afraid of losing their control, domination, all such things. So, they would do anything in such a manner that others won't come up. And as the case is now, the development and growth of Bharat is amazing to them. We know what we used to be. We know how we were destroyed by 1,000 years of Muslim colonization or Christian colonization later. And we know our metals, what they are. And we know we would come up one day, and we have that kind of patience which others normally do not have. So this development and growth is going on that they want to somehow stop. So they try their best to create this kind of disturbances. People have tried in Bharat, and they started with the student agitation, this agitation, that agitation, but everything we could somehow control. I would say, I would give credit to our governments. They control all those things. Nothing really could make an impact. But then they continue doing it in the background of Bharat, in the sense, the neighboring countries. Pakistan is GWW, gone with the wind. Forget about them. Nepal, our northeast someone is trying to create problem. We know how to contain it. Then neighbor Sri Lanka. Bangladesh neighbor, of course, they have successfully planted a puppet who would dance according to their wish, not just tunes, wish. Then Sri Lanka, Maldives, all these places there were disturbances which somehow could be overcome. So the point comes back, wherever America goes, they create problems. Not for this place alone, but then look at Europe, UK's problem, France problem, etc., etc., etc. You know this. Someone is pointing a finger at something called as deep state, the invisible thing. The invisible thing, but then you get the impact of it. We shall meet again. Let's keep thinking, and many times let's keep waiting. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.